What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel Reef RX. Happy Labor Day weekend. It is Friday. Hope you guys got some good plans this weekend. Gonna have a great end of the summer kickoff. So just wanted to give you an update on my Reef tank on the Waterbox 110 since I have installed my Reefmat 500 filter roller, and then also all the plumbing that I did. So if you watched the video I uploaded a week or two ago, it was the installation of the Reefmat. So we'll get into that in just a second and talk about the pros and cons. There's really not any cons, so we're going to talk about all the pros, so that's pretty cool. If you guys enjoy my content, if you could help me out by liking this video and subscribe to the channel and share the videos that you like, that would be great. It really helps out with the YouTube algorithm, but let's jump right into it. So ever since I installed the Reefmat, the water has been crystal clear. I also, a couple days ago, I ran some Chemi-clean here because I was having a lot of cyano. I ran Chemi-clean before, but I did less than I was supposed to, so this time I did what the actual dose said because I was just worried about like ill effects to the tank. But as you can see, the sand is crystal clear. It really cleared up the tank. It cleared up a lot of these rocks that had cyano on them. There's still a little bit on some of these frag plugs where it was pretty dense, so I might do one more dose in a week or two. But everything is looking really good in the tank. This frog spawn, I'm not sure if you remember that one in the back there. At one point I thought it was gonna die. It was having some issues. It's looking great. Even like the Acropora, you can see like what a difference with the polyp extension on those. It's probably hard to get it in focus on this video. Everything's looking really good. The only thing I'm still battling is the Aptasia. As you can see, there's quite a bit. I do got the Burgeye Nudibranchs in here, and they're doing a pretty good job. I put a bunch in. I put like I think 20, maybe 25. They're hard to see. They only really come out at night, and only at one time have I ever seen like 3 total moving. And I actually got to watch them eat an Aptasia last weekend. That was really cool. Like I saw them go right up to the Aptasia. The other one joined in, the other Burgeye, and they just destroyed the thing in like a matter of minutes. It was probably one of the coolest things that I've seen in this tank. So that was cool. I also started an Aptasia tank because I want to start breeding the Burgeyes, and then once I clear up this tank, we'll go ahead and I'll sell some locally to anyone else that may need them, because I know they're kind of hard to come across. But everything's looking good. Let's check out the plumbing real quick, and I'll show you. Oh, the other thing I have going on in here is those little Asterian Starfish. I'm not sure if I'm saying them right. But they're like little tiny starfish, and I know the population can get out of control pretty quickly. And the only thing that really eats them are like 1 or 2 type of crabs. So I've been battling those. I've been manually plucking them out when I see them. The best time to check for them I find is at night. So I'll like shine a light in here, and I got some long tweezers, and I'll just pluck them out. Like I plucked out like 50 the other night. And then I'll go back the next night and I'll pluck out like another 30. So I'm doing pretty good managing that population of them. I don't see any, I haven't seen any today. Actually I saw one today, but like nothing like I was seeing. There's probably like a couple hundred in here, but I wouldn't say there's probably more than, I would hope like 20 maybe, that I just can't see. So I check every night for those. But let's check out the sump real quick and see what we got going down there. All right, so here we are in the sump. Here's the Reefmat 500. So like I said, if you haven't seen the video on how to install this, check it out if it's something that you're interested in doing. This thing is pretty crazy. I gotta tell you, it's so much better than the clear DI filter rollers I had. And you can see there, all this stuff it's pulling out of the tank. Like within the first half hour of this thing running, it was just pulling stuff out like you wouldn't believe. So this does a phenomenal job at cleaning the water. And I had so much detritus in this tank because the clears missed so much stuff, and I'm just not like a filter stock type of guy, because I know I'm not going to change those as often as they need to be. And there's like really no detritus down there. It's really clean. I gave this a really good cleaning, so that's doing great. I removed all the inner chambers I had except for this one chamber here where I keep my return and then my skimmer. If you look back here, you can see that's my return pump. I did all this plumbing here, I redid all my plumbing. So I have 2 manifolds right here. And you know, these are just like reactors, or if I want to run like UV, I have a hang on the back UV. Not that it'll do anything for this tank. I really need to get, I do want to get a better, a new UV light for this tank, but I don't need it right now. So I'm kind of happy with how things are. But anyways, so I got the manifolds there, so I can run carbon. Right now I have Chemi-Pure I'm running through this thing, so this does really good. You can see the water coming out here. There you go. That's a better view. And you know, I put a ball valve on the return line going back to the tank, just in case I needed to create some head pressure to get these manifolds going, but I actually don't. And I think the reason being is I use a T-fitting here, right? And going straight up is going to these manifolds, so I think that's going to get the primary water source with not needing back pressure, and then the pressure it gets from when these are closed or whatever, it's coming across here. I installed this fancy, expensive check valve, so I had a check valve before, difficult to clean, but this one is super easy to clean. You can just twist this cap off, and then you can pull this piece right out and clean it. And as you can see, I have a ton of union fittings on here, so I can really change up the plumbing however I want, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and plus these two. So I mean, I got tons of unions. So the other thing I did, and I kind of like this. So if I ever wanted to take this manifold, like if I had to deassemble it, or I just didn't want it, or for whatever reason, if I had to take it offline, I can undo this union where I have my end cap, and I can undo this union, and I could just put this end cap right there. I made sure like the threaded piece, it matched up with over there, so I can easily pull this offline if I was going to redo it or whatever. But yeah, I'm super happy with the plumbing. It came out so much better than I expected. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while, and it's just been on the back burner, but I finally got that done. You know, I got a lot of overkill here for nutrient export. I got the Fuge, I got the skimmer, I got the fleece roller. The bottom line, like I was feeding heavy. I've cut back quite a bit on that actually, but I was feeding pretty heavy, so I needed this. The skimmers doesn't do a whole lot. It looks like there's a lot in there because you know, that Chemi-clean really makes your skimmer go crazy. So I just kind of put it back online, and it was pulling up a lot of stuff, and it's pretty clear. It's not that dirty. But I want my main nutrient export source to be the refugium, so I don't want the skimmer to have to work as hard, because I might throw ozone back on here just to maintain the clarity of the water. But you know, so far this is, I couldn't tell you like how happy I am this all came out. It all came out perfect. I couldn't get the fitting right on the return line here to connect to the water box. The thread on this thing coming down is like way too long, and I thought I had it. So if you watch that other video, you'll see, you know, I kind of screwed up there. But so I just got this piece, like that flexible type tubing connected to connect all this. So I'm not going to change it. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And trust me, it's not broke. So we'll keep it this way for now. But overall, pretty happy with how everything came out. And I mean, clearly so are the fish and the corals. Everything in this tank is just looking like pristine. And like, to be honest with you, it hasn't looked this good in a really long time. So that's it for now. If you guys have any questions, be sure to ask. Check out that video of how to install the Reefmat. I would highly recommend the Reefmat. There's no cons in my opinion. It had all the parts I needed to connect to the water box. No additional parts were needed. Now my project was a bit more extensive because I wanted to do the plumbing and everything. But yeah, it was an easy project, and I mean, the results are just great. And the part I love the most about it is it's so easy to change the roll. You get notified if there's a problem with the roll. If it's jammed, you get notified. If the roll's coming due for a change, you get notified. Like, and you can see on the app how much your roll is using a day and what the average use is. I mean, it's just, I got to hand it to Red Sea on this one. They did a really phenomenal job, and they put a lot of thought into this. So these guys, yeah, I got to try to find them a new home. They're getting too big for this tank. So I was going to upgrade the tank eventually, but I don't know if that's going to happen soon. So I'm going to try to get these guys a home. Oh, and that fox face, he loves to spit water over the tank still. That's why I have this contraption. I'm going to get like a net, or not a net, but like some sort of cover for the tank where like the outer cover is either glass or acrylic, but just to prevent the water splash. But this looks terrible, all the tape and everything. But when I tell you he spits water over the tank, like, man, like I swear to God, it'll be like a half a gallon a day or something. Like, you'll think, I came around the corner the other day, I looked at the floor, I said, oh, I must have a leak, and I'm frantically panicking, looking for a leak. No, it's just him spitting water over, like, good amounts too, so. But that's it for now. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up, please, if you enjoyed this, and make sure to subscribe for future content. Let me know if you have any questions, and otherwise, I'll be back with you guys in a couple of weeks. Thank you.